Good morning. Literally just rolled out of bed. But I wanted to record this because I hadn't had a dream like this. Yeah, no. But okay. I went to bed late. I went to bed like at 2 something in the morning. I was struggling. Yeah. I was struggling. And then this new person, another new person, the one that went, I was like, he texted me back like at 11:17 p.m. I was like, oh snap. And I think I don't know if I shared that I had responded back to his text about, yeah, I think I shared about that, nothing wrong with having a different preference. And then I responded back, I have a tendency to speak too much sometimes. And I blurt things out without thinking. It hasn't gotten me in trouble, thankfully, but I'm aware that the slip of the tongue can be powerfully impactful either way. Thank you for your grace and understanding. I hope your 9 a.m. meeting went well and that you were able to catch up with the rest of your day because he was running late. So he responded, well, you're not in trouble with me. And if you were, so what? You should be able to talk to someone that understands you're working on yourself. It's truly nice you're acknowledging areas of improvement. Most don't. I'm like, well, I've heard that one before. I've heard that one before. But then when it actually happens, So I had a dream. It was a regular dream. It wasn't like that last dream where like the energy was here, where I felt it here. It was not like that at all. It was like a regular dream. So I was like, okay. But in this dream, it like took place like in the, I think it was like the 50s, like, or that time period where, yeah, it's like the 50s kind of. And it was my senior year in high school. I was senior, and I was like really good at school, and it was like gonna be not graduation, but it was gonna be like an important event at school where I had to go, and I was like, oh, these are really formal. I remember looking for my dress, and it was a really formal event. And he shows up and he invites me to go with him somewhere. And I remember feeling fear. I remember feeling fear that he was gonna break my heart. But I did it anyways. I was going anyways. And my mom was trying to stop me. And she said, don't go. And I was like, why? And I knew why. Like, for her it was judgment. Like, she was judging him for being from the wrong side of town. He was from the wrong side of town. And she was judging him. And I was like, why? Like, wanting her to admit it. Why? What's wrong with him? And it was the thing. He was just from the wrong side of town. And she's like, don't go, don't go. And And I was like, no, I'm going. And I remember telling her, like, there was, I remember kind of insinuating like I could go because I was turning 18, or I was 18. I just turned 18. And I'm like, I could go if I want to because I'm not a kid anymore. And she was worried because I was going to miss an important like school event where I had to like do some present, like in front of everybody, like friends and parents, and she didn't want to look bad. She didn't want to look bad in front of other people. But I was gathering my stuff because I was gonna go anyways. That's so funny. It felt like it was like in the 50s, which is funny because that other dream that I had where it was energy, where the energy was here, felt like it was in the it felt like it was in the like 60s almost. Like just some of the stuff that I saw in the kitchen is so weird. That's so weird. Which is not possible because I mean my mom was born in 60. It's so weird. I showed my mom a picture of him. Back. When I first started seeing him. And you know, she said, he looks familiar. She said he looks familiar. And my sister said the same thing. She's the one that came with me to buy a painting. When he was there. And she had to do a double take. She's just like, I know him. I've seen him. But she couldn't remember where. She's like, I know that face. That's so weird. But they both said it. And I don't think they both know that they had seen him or a picture of him. But they both said he looks familiar. That was a weird dream. That's all. I'm part of that. I haven't meditated yet, so I might combine the videos so it's just one. Hopefully it's not a lot. It shows up, so it could just be one video instead of like one and then after the other. where my timeline is like the same timeline for 3 days in a row. Okay. That's it. For now. Hi again. No waves today. It looked like there could have been, but I couldn't concentrate. It didn't happen. But on a good note, yesterday, I didn't mention this yesterday, but some of the relationships in my life are improving, which is really nice. It's really nice to be able to interact with people and not feel judged and not feel and the funny thing to that is that this morning MJ and I'll put the link, she talked about asking for new beginnings and love, and that sometimes, again, everything isn't how it seems, right? And I'm experiencing new beginnings with people, and it's nice. It's nice. And you know, even taking it one step further with collaborating with people and helping each other, right? When that person is ready to accept that help, right? Because that's the key. Like I have all this, I can have all this skill, but you know, if the other person isn't wanting it, or expecting me to do all the work, I mean, there's only so much you can do, right? And it's funny because, of course, the video that posted this morning, or that we'll post for tomorrow morning, actually, we'll post for tomorrow morning, is about self-care and this balance of, you know, making sure that you're helping others in a balanced way where you're not overdoing it, you know, to your own detriment, but making sure you return some of that energy back to you so that you can stay balanced, so that you can keep helping others. So it's just funny how that it keeps happening, where the video I'm posting is what's happening again, and then MJ is bringing it up. Well, she didn't talk about so much as, I don't remember, because I was like half asleep when I was hearing her message early in the morning. But what stood out was that she said, you know, part of that process is improving the existing relationships in my life. And you know, working on those. And I remember yesterday when I was driving home, I was seeing the balance coming back from this person's home. This person reached out and invited me for lunch, and I took some snacks, and it was a nice little time. Like, it was a nice little lunch. Well, it was like a late lunch, early dinner for me because I was running late. But it was just nice. It was really nice. And then we talked about a potential collaboration, right? Me helping this person, starting this amazing project. I'm excited, but I also know I'm not going to, like, I'm already knowing I'm not going to do this for this person. I'll teach this person how to manage it, but it's really up to this person to take it on and own it for themselves, right? And so we're gonna make time today to collaborate a little bit more, and I'm excited. I'm excited because it's something creative, but it's really this person's. It's going to be this person's project, so I'm going to be mindful of making sure that the interaction continues to stay balanced. So I'll leave that at that, and I will combine these two, this one and the one before, just to follow through with that, I guess. So, all right, you guys have a good one. My name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us, in whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth. This just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node.
design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey. And I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is, great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience, and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next for me. So take care.